What you making, DIYers? It's Walker with DIWHY.LIFE, and in this episode, we've got another electric skateboard we're checking out. This is the new S3 by Uditer. And be sure to watch to the end of the video to get your discount promo code. Remy. I got Remy in the studio today, so if you hear a little jingle jangle, that's my homie down there. All right. One thing I want to call out, they're putting some marketing. Don't settle. Say no to your old electric skateboard. The manual's sitting right here on top. And we've got some protective foam here. Seems like it's pretty well packaged. It's got foam surrounding it all the way around. It's got some nice big, large diameter wheels that are probably off-road certified, verified. Oh, look at that. Comes with a skate key. Always dig it when they throw in a skate key. Let's see if I can, this just lifts out. Yep. What was that sound? Oh, that was my iPad falling over. All right. Here's the board. It's a heavy guy. I'm not sure what the weight is, but we can look at the specs on the website and get an idea. But this is the brand new lava grip tape graphic for the S3. And the bottom has kind of got like a tech, almost like a circuit board. It's kind of a light gray color. And the wheels are cool. The wheels are clear, very large diameter. And the cool thing about the S3 is it comes with an extra battery. Here's the remote. See how it feels in the hand. That's kind of cool. It's got a little finger hole, almost like it's a gun or something. Trigger and a thumb wheel as a throttle. It's kind of a rubbery. It's a rubbery tether to keep this thing from flying off while you're riding. I don't know how I feel about this rubbery stuff though. I would probably prefer just fabric. Here's the charging. Well, actually this is a converter. This is a AC to DC converter. Looks like it outputs 42 volts. Probably charges it up pretty fast. Here's the cord for the wall. And let's see. Oh, look at this. Next to the connector cable here is a charging port. So you can plug right in there. You don't need the skateboard to charge the battery, which is a nice feature. You can just charge independently. So I'll pull all this stuff out. Oh, wow. Another skate key. 2 skate keys. And I think that pretty much does it. There is something else in there. Oh. There's a USB cord to charge the remote. Now, grip tape feels pretty grippy. pretty nice. Seems to be applied nicely as well, nice and straight. Flip it over. These trucks are really nice. They're kind of a matte finish, which is great. They'll look new for a good long time. Here's the battery. There seems to be another port here for the charger. So that's interesting. There must be, there's definitely cabling inside the board connecting the battery to the receiving unit. So there must be power. I want to take a second real quick to thank Uditer for sending me this skateboard. Spike over there has been really cool and hooking me up with this thing to check out and play around for you guys. This board is one of their entry-level boards. It's on the lower price. It's at a lower price point. But the great thing about all the Uditer lineup is that they all utilize this interchangeable battery system. They all have the same battery. One thing that sets the S3 apart from other entry-level electric skateboards is the fact that you can swap out batteries, and it comes with an extra battery, which is fantastic. So you can throw this thing in your backpack, and if you've got a long ride and you're not sure if you're going to be able to make it, the specs say 25 miles, but all the videos I've been watching, people are getting around 17, maybe 20, if the conditions are correct. So 25 is stretching it. Probably possible under the most perfect conditions, but having that extra battery in your backpack, you can just unclip, put it in, and off you go, it's really convenient, and it helps with range anxiety if you're concerned about getting stuck somewhere. All right, let's see how easy it is to pop this battery off and swap them out. I'm curious. So in the video, he just pops it like that, and then there's this 3-prong connector here, which comes off. Set one battery aside, put the next one in. There's a slot on this connector and a ridge on that one, so you know that you're putting it in the right orientation. And putting it back, just put in one side first, press down. And you want to hear, he said you want to hear a clicking sound. So let's get that side in first, and then push down till we hear a click. And I'm actually feeling the connector kind of getting down there. So you're going to be mindful that you're not smashing the connector too bad. Actually, I'm having a hard time. Yeah, I'm pushing hard and it's not. I'm a little concerned that I'm going to damage this connector if I push down too hard on it. Let me try. Yeah, you can hear that. It clicks. So, swapping the batteries, it works, but you got to get a little aggressive with it. And it feels like you're pushing on that connector real hard. So I'm hoping that it's okay down there, and it's part of the design. When you're pressing down on the battery, you really got to put a lot of weight onto it. I'm not sure if possibly a child could do that, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm really putting all my weight on it. Once it's clicked in, it feels nice and solid. And it may just take a little bit of practice. And it may also be something where the more you do it, the more it kind of gets easier and easier. Let's turn it on and see what happens. Press and hold here, press and hold here. Seems to be connected. It's blinking red, and this is blinking. Yeah, we've got. So you pull back and it's a brake. And I did ask Spike about the braking, and he said it is regenerative. So if you're going down a hill and you're braking a little, it does send electricity back to the battery, giving you a little bit more range. It's kind of nice. All right, charging the unit. Charging the unit's probably pretty straightforward. You got the charging box. Gonna want to plug this into the wall. So you plug it into the wall, you get a green light on the charger, means it's ready to charge. Open up the charging port. You just insert like that, and the light turns red, indicating indicating that it's charging. And if I had to guess, I would say it probably turns green when it's done. So that's one way to charge the battery. The other way to charge the battery is off the skateboard. Like I said earlier, next to this cable, connector cable, there's a charge port. You just plug right into that. Once again, we got a red light telling us that it's now charging. So the batteries, and you can, charge it in the garage and keep the skateboard in your house. You don't need to necessarily charge on the skateboard. It's a nice feature. You can always keep one battery charged up and the other one in use, so that when you're done riding, you don't have to plug it in and wait. You just pop in a new battery and off you go. And then put the other one on charge for next time. And you just cycle through them. Which gets me to, good battery stewardship. You want to take care of your batteries. You don't want to run them in too much heat, too much cold. You don't want to run them down super, super dead. And you don't want to leave them sitting on the charger for too long. You want to just be mindful about them and try to take as good a care of them as you can. Then they'll last you. Besides having twice the range, the other thing about having swappable batteries on an electric skateboard is that kind of future-proofs your skateboard a little bit. There's a lot of components, and you may have to get new wheels every once in a while, or trucks or something. But chances are, if you're riding the board a lot, you're going to run down the battery, and the battery probably has a 5 or 10 year life on it, I'm assuming. So instead of bricking the skateboard when the battery's no longer functioning at its fullest potential, you just pop it out and you can get another battery from Uditer, and you're got a brand new board again. So that's kind of a nice, that's another nice bonus of having a removable battery on a skateboard. All right, let's take a look at the website and see what the specs are for this thing. Looks like they're only offering 2 skateboards these days. The S3 Hub, which is what this is, because it's got hub motors, and the S3 Pro, which is a belt drive, which is probably a nice natural step up from this unit. So if we check out the S3 Hub, looks like the current price with the large diameter wheels is just under $500, which is pretty affordable. You drop it down to the 90 millimeter wheels, that actually saves you $100, which is pretty significant. They all come with an extra battery, which is extremely nice. You can choose between the Lava Monster graphics and the Flame Ranger. This is the Lava Monster. It's got the cracked lava look on the back, on the top. the handlebars. You can actually get a handlebar for this electric skateboard. It turns it into like an electric scooter board. He asked me if I wanted a handlebar, and I was like, I don't think so. It's not really my thing. And if you watch, eSkate Hub does a really great technical review on the Uditer boards, and they try out the handlebars, and it's actually kind of comical, the experience they had with them. So if you get a chance, check that out here. Yeah, so they've got two offerings now. They've got the hub and the belt, which is smart. It's a nice website. It's got a lot of great information, little call outs. It's good photography. Yeah, it's solid. Okay, now that we've checked it out from pretty much top to bottom, I say we take it for a spin. Let's get it outside and get it on the road and see how she handles. Where's my skateboard helmet? We're here at the community college by my house. It's Saturday, so we should have the place pretty much to ourselves. This parking lot isn't looking so great. Maybe we'll find another one that's more freshly paved. But this place is great. It's got all kinds of cool terrain. It's got some hills. The campus is neat, so I'll show you that. We'll cruise around here, and then when we're done here, there's some canyons that we can jump into and maybe find some mountain bike trails, see if we can get this thing dirty off-road for a little bit. So, yeah, let's do it. Safety first. Later, dudes. Ooh, I can already tell I want to loosen the trucks a little bit. Let's do that. Just loosen it up a couple twists. The skate key just came in handy. Lost connection. Whoa, I was on the board backwards. You got to make sure you got to keep an eye on that arrow in the front of the board. That means you're going forward. Seems a little better. Woo! I like how nice and stable these big wheels are. Climbing the hill. Yeah, it's taking the hill like nothing. Very stable. I'm not scared about hitting, rocks and going flying because these massive wheels, they just taking out rocks left and right, like no problem. So it's giving me a lot of confidence. Hopefully it's not a mistake, but I'm feeling very confident on these large diameter wheels. I love riding around schools because there's so many cool sidewalk paths. You can just get lost in all the different ways you can go. Cruise over here. Oh, dead end. No, not a dead end. Cool. Usually the first time you go through stuff like this, you want to take it kind of slow. But once you get a little bit more familiar with the lay of the land, then you can really take off. Oh boy. I'm too big for that. All right, now let's take the Uditer off-road and see how it does. Oh no, poop, poop. Some of the rockier parts of the trail, you're gonna have to get off and just hoof it. And also water crossings like this creek here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna try and wanna walk across this, not ride across. But I am surprised and excited and elated. Yes, elated. I'm elated that this thing can actually take a lot of the trails, the dirt trails, and have a lot of fun with them. So, what are my thoughts on the Uditer? I gotta say, I'm very impressed. I didn't come in with a whole lot to expect. You know, at a entry-level board, I was expecting a pretty entry-level experience, but these oversized wheels are so much fun, and I don't have to worry about hitting rocks and going flying. They just take everything. And even off-road, I was amazed at how much fun this thing is in the dirt, and even on some of the rocks. It just climbs rocks like crazy. I'm blown away. I've never been skateboarding off-road before, and this is really fun. I'm gonna come down here a lot. And the simple fact that this is an entry-level board and you can swap out the batteries, so you can play all day, and as soon as you're out of juice, just pop in that fresh battery that you keep in your backpack and you're off again. I mean, no other entry-level board can do that. So this one is a standout for that reason alone. But the large diameter wheels and the fact that this thing goes 28 miles an hour, which I'm probably never gonna go, really sets this thing out as a great first-time electric skateboard for all of you enthusiasts out there that are looking to get their first boards. So let's keep rolling. That's about all the time I've got for this episode. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And speaking of below, use the link in the description below and use promo code DIY at checkout to get an additional 35 bucks off the Uditer S3. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Smells like fun. Smells like lots of fun.